Okay, director, go ahead and roll for your Monsters University project release. I got a 17. It's a critical and commercial success. With your +3 animation bonus, the studio clears you for an original project.
That's very nice. Nice.
Okay, so the story's gonna be about two teenage brothers, and they're gonna see their father, who's dead, for a day, and they're gonna use magic, and it's gonna take place in Middle-earth, but modern day. Roll for production. 14. Production goes over fine, now roll for release. Your +3 animation bonus helps, but a global pandemic hits the United States on the month of your movie's release, and you only make half your budget back. What? Welcome, adventurers! Yes, today's gimmick is Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't come up with a winning intro line like,
"Hi, sisters!"
or,
Let's talk about that.
"Welcome, adventurers." It's not bad. Today's subject is Pixar's Onward, released on March 6th in theaters and digitally on March 20th. This is director Dan Scanlon's second directorial credit. The film follows two elf brothers who live in a world filled with fantastical races, but not so fantastical technology or city planning. Ian's shy and lacks confidence, and his brother's brazen and bold, but a total nerd. They live with their single mother, Laurel, who's taken care of them since the death of their father. On Ian's 16th birthday, Laurel reveals that their father left a staff, spell, and gem for his sons to bring him back to life for one whole day. Ian basically low-rolled and only brought back the lower half of his dad. Now, the two of them have to go on a quest to bring back the rest of him. So far, it's been praised pretty highly. Celebrated for its art design and animation, but critics agree that there's something left to be desired.
It's good. Not great.
A.A. Dowd from the AV Club says, "In showing us how every corner of this land has been stripped of its danger and wonder, the film ends up looking rather tamed itself." And I have to agree. Remember when Scanlon described it as taking place in Middle-earth but modern day? It really is. It's got mermaids, trolls, gremlins, goblins, all existing in the 21st century together. But why? What does it add to your story to add fantastical races instead of human ones? All it does is create a bunch of sight gags that I don't think are really that funny. And wouldn't the world have developed differently if history and scientific progress were shaped by the hands of goddamn gnomes and pixies? They'd reinvented capitalism in suburbia, for God's sake. The numbtots won't be happy with that. Everybody's pretty much saying the same thing. Sure, it's visually striking and passable entertainment, but Onward is a by-the-numbers narrative that doesn't give much thought to the creative possibilities of its own world. Does that make it a bad movie? I don't really think so. After all, it's Pixar. Has Pixar even made bad movies? No. No!
Get out of my brain!
Doesn't this movie get any credit for being original and, not an adaptation?
Absolutely! And hey, it's not all bad news with Onward. Just like Nasty Natalie says, it does get points for being an original project. Also, I found Olivia Butler's The Manticore to be the funniest character and the most relatable. She gets to live out every retail worker's fantasy, torching the place. And I really liked the relationship Laurel has with her sons. Laurel, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, is working hard to find a balance between being a supportive or helicopter parent over Ian, gushing over how her little boy is growing up, but also respecting his needs for space and background about his father. With Barley, Laurel's worried about his future, but also supportive of his interests. She can match his enthusiasm beat for beat. Not only does Laurel have a great, unique relationship with each of her sons, she follows her boys on their quest, with the intention of keeping them safe and not hindering them. Let's just say Mighty Warrior isn't a throwaway line. The relationship that makes up the backbone of the film belongs to Ian, played by Tom Holland, the Avengers Spider-Boy himself, and Barley, played by Chris Pratt, of Parks and Recreation fame. Holland brings a really natural nervousness to the film, and Pratt drives it with his energy. He's always cracking jokes, guiding Ian on spellcasting, and encouraging him to believe in himself. But did they really have to rip off Star-Lord's background for Pratt's character? They couldn't have thought of anything else? In the predictable movie fashion, one has to learn to listen to the other, they fall out, then fall back in, and fall out, before the reunion during the climax. I can almost promise you that this film has nothing to surprise you. So, Should you see Onward? Not until they start actually supporting their workers. Over 100,000 of them have been laid off because of the
Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
while their shareholders are still getting kickbacks, just like the rest of America's capital class. Huh? How many things does Disney own? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's tough to unlatch yourself from every tentacle of this media conglomerate, but you can make it a little easier by not buying Onward. You should check out Coco, though. Now that's a masterpiece. After Disney shapes up, that is. Drudge in the Purple, it's your role.
I'll roll an Arcana check to like, share, and subscribe.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say. Make sure that you guys hit that bell as well.
She got a 4.
Oh man, that means a dislike. I'm just not gonna count that one.
What kind of game of Dungeons and Dragons is this anyway?